about time. What's going on?
Rumor Report, Rumor Report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, how did these flaming hot Cheetos come about? Now, you know, there's a whole biopic that's happening that Eva Longoria is directing, that also Devon Franklin is working on as a producer. Here is what Devon Franklin had to say when he was on The Breakfast Club.
Richard Montanez was a Mexican janitor who worked for Frito-Lay. And he came up with this idea to put chili powder on a Cheeto. And the CEO at the time gave him an opportunity to do it. Next thing you know, Flamin' Hot Cheetos becomes the #1 snack in the country, becomes the biggest snack for Frito-Lay. He goes from being the janitor to becoming vice president of multicultural marketing.
Well, according to the LA Times and to Frito-Lay, they are saying that none of our records show that Richard was involved in any capacity in the Flaming Hot test market. We have interviewed multiple personnel who were involved in the test market, and all of them indicate that Richard was not involved in any capacity. That doesn't mean we don't celebrate Richard, but the facts do not support the urban legend. Now, according to the LA Times, it's a woman named Lynn Greenfeld, who was responsible for leading the creation and the rollout of Flaming Hot Cheetos back in 1989. She said she alerted Frito-Lay in 2018 when she got word of Montanez's story that he created the snack. And according to her, she said she was very proud of her work on the snack. She said it's disappointing that 20 years later, someone who played no role in this project would begin to claim our experience as his own and then personally profit from it. So he's also, you know, Montanez has capitalized on this story, and he's been giving speeches. He's been getting up to $50,000 for appearances. He's also written 2 memoirs. Yes, and as you know, this movie is coming out this June. Now, Richard Montanez has spoken out after these claims. He said, I was their greatest ambassador. This is what he told Variety. He said, but I will say this, you're going to love your company more than they will ever love you. Keep that in perspective.
Yeah, I don't know who created what. I'm just happy to finally know what the hell Flamin' Hot powder is made of, because I did not know it was chili powder. I had no idea what the hell Flamin' Hot Cheetos were made of.
That's all you got out of this?
Yes, because I really wanted to
possibly
know. When Devon
not be telling the truth, we don't know. But don't they have a record of employees that work there?
Well, he did work there. Nobody's saying he didn't work there, you know. But the whole story is that he worked his way up from a janitor to become a marketing executive. And according to him, he's saying Frito-Lay had 5 divisions in that era. He said, I don't know what the other parts of the country, the other divisions, I don't know what they were doing. He said, I'm not going to try to dispute that, lady, because I don't know. All I can tell you is what I did. All I have is my history, what I did in my kitchen. He said he started pitching product ideas in the late 80s when he was working as a janitor. He said Frito-Lay had something called the Method Improvement System. They were looking for ideas. He said that's what inspired him. So I always had these ideas for different flavors and products. The only difference in what I did is I made the product instead of just writing the idea on a piece of paper and sending it in.
Well, who came up with
it? And then he said he did pitch the product in person to former Frito-Lay exec, and then in 2 separate meetings.
I think the real selling point is the name. Who came up with Flaming Hot? Flaming Hot to me has always been the selling point, because people look at that and they be like, I bet you can't eat a whole bag of these. So I think it's the name more than anything. How you got people eating an adjective? We didn't even know what the hell Flamin' Hot Cheetos were made out of, what they were. We just was eating an adjective, Flamin' Hot. It's like red velvet is a fabric. Like, what the hell?
I used to love some hot chips, though. Growing up, anything spicy. I like anything spicy.
That's what I'm saying. The name sells it.
All right, now YFN Lucci is back behind bars. He turned himself in on Thursday, and he's being held in the maximum security unit at Fulton County Jail. And so he was indicted, as you know, with 12 others on charges of racketeering, and a warrant was issued for his arrest earlier this month. They said it's unprecedented in Georgia. There's been a huge spike in violent crime. And the DA said, I made a commitment to bring the best and the brightest minds here, many of which you see sitting here right now, so we could deal with this issue of violent crime. Now, YFN Lucci's attorney is saying that Lucci is not a gang member. He said what he is an internationally recognized musical artist that is a triple platinum winner that has performed all over the U.S. and all over the world, and has nothing to do with this.
Well, I hope they don't pull up none of YFN lyrics, Lucci's lyrics, with him talking about being in a gang.
And, you know, he already is facing an unrelated murder charge in connection to the shooting death of 28-year-old James Adams last December. And so he's charged with felony murder, aggravated assault, participation in criminal street gang activity, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony.
Man, that's crazy. I mean, listen, like I always say, sometimes you look at your problems and then you see somebody else's problems, you gonna take yours back. Because you do not want to be in that situation that he's in right now.
Not at all.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Now we got front page news next. What we talking about?
Yes, and let's talk about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and their taxes. Donald Trump had never revealed what he paid in taxes, so let's find out what our president and vice president have paid. They're going along with tradition and being open and honest about their finances.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.